You have 3 days to travel back in time. Where will you go and who will you see? Hey everyone, it's Kylie at Games Unlimited. This week I'm super excited to get to talk to you about Trekking Through History. Now, why am I so excited about this game? Well, it is by Charlie Bink and Underdog Games, a company that I really respect and admire. They make fantastic games, starting with trekking the national parks. You wouldn't think that a game about national parks would be so good, but we've sold a ton of it. It's very family friendly, almost like a Ticket to Ride, but educational because you get to travel to all these different national parks. Then they did Trekking the World, which is sort of a similar game, but going all through the world. And now they've done Trekking Through History, which is clearly my favorite of the bunch. In this one, you basically sign up for a vacation. You have 3 days in which you get to travel back in time to some of the greatest moments in human history and witness them. Or you can even visit some of your ancestors. It's gorgeously produced like all of their products. One of my favorite things is these stopwatch tokens that stack on top of each other, because these represent how many hours you're spending in each of these sort of temporal locations. So what you're going to do is you set up the game. It's got, like I said, beautiful components. You're going to get a sheet for each of the 3 days that you're going to go. So each day you have 12 hours to spend. And on this sheet, it's sort of a bit of a puzzle of different types of events that you want to fill in, that you want to visit. So you could have meet famous people, see innovations that happen, see moments that really progress human civilization. And they've chosen amazing events to put in the game. They're beautifully illustrated. They're not your usual events. They've tried really hard to run the gamut of human experience across cultures, focusing on some of the things that you may not necessarily focus on a lot in your history books. So there's hundreds of cards in the game. You're going to choose a card from a tableau that's out there. And it's going to give you the symbols on the card plus some symbols below the card, because as the cards come out, they slide down and they get worth different symbols. And that card is going to have a certain number of hours. That's how many hours you spend there. So you're going to have to move your stopwatch on this hour clock up that many hours. And of course, the person in the rear gets to go next. So it's sort of like games like Takedo in that sense, where the further you move ahead, the longer it's going to be for your next turn. So you put that card, on the back of every card is a really cool bit of information. So there are several historical events in there I'd never heard of, so I'm able to turn it over, see what's on the back, read all about it. Then you put it in your tableau. Now, the next card you take, ideally, is closer to the present. So you kind of want to move from the past into the present. You don't have to, but anytime you take a card that moves you back in the past again, whatever stack of cards you've already played gets picked up, that's sort of put to the side, and it's going to be worth points the more cards that are in it. So having a nice big stack going from past to the present is going to get you more points, but there might not be a card out there that you want, or there might not even be a card out there that goes further in the past. So you might have to close that particular chapter and go on to the next one. Now, some of the cards have wild tokens on them, so you can put them on anywhere on the track. But moving down on these tracks that you have is going to get you points, or it's going to get you time crystals, which you can use to lower the amount of time you spend at a particular location, letting you get more turns in a particular day. Now, once you've spent 12 hours, you're done for the day. And if you can spend it exactly, you can always go over. Maybe you're at the 11th hour and you take a 3-hour thing, that's fine. But if you can land exactly on noon, that means you are punctual, and you get some bonus points for that. Everyone does the first day, then you bring out the set for the second day and get a new card to fill in, and you do it again. Do the same thing on the third day, then you tally up points. The points that you got during the game from your cards here, as well as the points that you're going to get from the different books that you've closed, ideally very large books. I also mentioned visiting your ancestors. This is sort of like a wild you can take. You can spend 3 hours with an ancestor card, and you put that in your tableau, and you're visiting your ancestor of the exact same year of the last card you played. So it allows you to sort of hold your place, waiting for other cards to come out to maybe continue your book. I absolutely love this game. I think this could be one of the next great gateway games. I love games that are educational without trying to be educational. It's a fantastic game, but because the cards have all this information, it reminds me a lot of Wingspan in the sense that, you don't have to care about all the information about the birds, but it's fun to have when you're waiting, between your turns. You can turn the card over and read about this little piece of history there. Trekking Through History. We have this one out. You can come by and take a look at it. Pick up a copy, take it home, learn something, learn about your past, and unbox some fun.